What's up, guys? It is now time to beat Dreisang, so we can get our hands on the sorcerer job. And this boss, there are many ways to beat it, but I think the cheapest way is to use Reflect on your whole party. So for that you'll need to have the Reflect skill from the cleric job. I think it has a slightly different name, but it should be pretty obvious what you need with that. And so I give the cleric job on Hanit, and you'll need the ultimate skill from the dancer. So Cyrus is the one with the dancer job equipped. So yeah. And with both Tressa and Therion, I change him to use the merchant job, and you'll see why pretty soon. So let's go, and I'll explain you each step of the fight.
Let's get this over with.
So let me pause here for a second. So as you can see, Dreisang is doing Divine Majesty, and this will always be his first move. So it gives you some debuffs on yourself, and this is kind of annoying because right now I can't put Reflect on my party because this one right there is preventing any enhancement status on my characters. So by the time this wears out, what I'll be doing is I'll be breaking the boss so I can avoid as much damage as possible. So in the very first turn, what I want to do is lower his shield, and I want to break him on the second turn right before he acts. So the way to do it easy is on my side I use Defend on Cyrus. So Defend will make him act first on the next turn, and with the other three characters I ensures that Dreisang goes to at least 2 shield. And with Tressa, this is not mandatory, but what I like to use is I give a boost point to Therion. So let's go. But the important part here is to use Defend on Cyrus, so he goes first on the next turn. And now he can break the boss. And let me pause here just a few seconds again. So as you can see, on the next turn I'll be able to output damage on Dreisang. So this is why with Therion here I'll be using Armor Corrosive. So this will the goal is on the next turn with both Tressa and Therion, I'll call the Veteran Mercenary. And so by debuffing his defense, it will deal a lot more damage. And yeah.
My turn. I see the defenses.
Let's do this! For you! What next?
Thy wounds are healed.
So nothing complicated so far. And now I output some damage. If you don't have the money for that, it doesn't matter. But the fight will just go on a little bit longer. Now let me pause again, and now what you have to understand is the buff isn't down yet. The debuff, I meant. So I want to break him again because if I let him on the next turn do his actions, he's gonna kill me. So the easiest way to break him right now is the important thing is with Anit, you need to cast Lego Trap. So by casting that, you'll see Dreisang will act last on the next turn, and this will give me double the time to break him. So Lego Trap will be very good to handle the next break.
Interesting dilemma. Nothing will quiet the storm. Here you go.
What next? Better than a snare.
So as you can see, now I have 4 more action to break him.
Come in, if thou darest. Thy wounds are healed.
An interesting dilemma.
And also, let me back up just a bit and do that again so you understand what is happening here. So now the buff is about to wear out, and I'll want to put Reflect on my whole party on the next turn. But as you can see right now, if you look what the turn order is for the next turn, Cyrus is going after Hanit, but this is not something you want, and this is the reason why with Cyrus I'll be using defend on this turn so he can act first. So basically I want Cyrus on the next turn to use his ultimate skill on Hanit, so when Hanit casts Reflect, it will the buff will go on the whole party. So yeah, this is why I backed up a little bit, just to explain why defend here was important. So this is how you can play with the turn order and make sure everyone goes in the right order.
An interesting. Now the true lesson begins. Lady Grace smiles upon us.
And now it's time to put Reflect on the old party.
I'm ready. Are you? I'll take that.
Let my arrow fly and true. Come. Thou shalt get what thou givest. What to do?
And from there, it's pretty simple. With both Thressa and Therion, you give a boost point to Anit, so each turn she can cast a Reflective Veil. So that's basically the main strategy for this fight, and you probably have everything, all the information to beat it.
Out of my
So
way.
from there it's pretty simple.
Here you go.
What next? Holding back nothing. Thou shalt get what thou givest. Here I go. Yeah, time for a break.
My turn. Here you go.
Letting the hunt beginning. Holding back nothing. Thou shalt.
And this is one reason why I like having two merchants in my party. So it becomes pretty easy to keep up with giving reflect on your party. So this is kind of funny, the boss actually kills himself, but yeah.
Let my arrow fly and true.
That's the easy way to go about it. And again, I just refreshed the reflect buff,
Out of my way.
so it is full. Right now I have 9 stack of it, so
I see.
and again just to beat him faster,
Out of my way.
I use armor corrosive with Therian, so Thressa could call the mercenaries with good damage.
Interesting dilemma.
So whenever you're able to insert this during this fight, this will make this even faster.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Here you go.
What to do?
Nothing will quiet the storm. My turn.
Coming, if thou.
An interesting dilemma.
Now with Cyrus, yeah,
Lady Grace Miles.
I refreshed this buff on Anit, but I remember I didn't even need that because now the fight is over. But if this would have go longer, you can refresh it and continue putting reflect on yourself. So I'll show you what my setup is. A lot of things in there. You can swap them and but yeah, nothing complicated. A lot of it comes from the last video. But I'll see you in the next one where I go against Theora. So see ya!